What is up, Colts Nation? Welcome to another episode of Tossin Horshoes with Van Kemp. So, big news coming out of the Colts today. It's all over the place. Darius Leonard, Shaq Leonard, as we know now, is off the PUP list. That is a massive news we received yesterday. He did, have back surgery come January. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries, the past couple of years with his ankle, back, stuff like that. So it's very big news that he is off the PUP list. This is huge for us, right? So I was expecting, minimum of out 4 weeks being on the pup list. So I think it's fantastic, right? If he was on that pup list through week 4, wouldn't be able to practice, wouldn't be able to expect him to really be game ready until week 5 or 6 at a minimum. So this is good news coming out yesterday regarding Shaq Leonard. So excited about it. Big things coming. We had a couple of tweets today regarding Shaq. So he actually was in pads today. That's huge. I was expecting, maybe coming back week 3 at the home opener in the Chiefs. So this is huge. He was at least at practice today. Shout out Bring the Juice for breaking that news today. Also James Boyd, got a live look at Shaq in pads today. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, as we know, he's such a big player when it comes to this defense. He's our best player on defense. He's also just a big presence in the locker room. So having him out at practice come week 1, whether he starts or not, is huge. So very excited about that. Him being in pads today, doing drills, doing personal drills. James actually got to ask Chris Ballard, where does he stand, right? Where does he stand with, timeline, stuff like that, as Chris in normal Chris Ballard fashion doesn't really give any insights on timeline. Week 1, maybe week 6. I'm expecting, possibly that season opener in Kansas City or in Indianapolis against Kansas City. I think that would be a little bit more realistic, but how Shaq is, he is, such a go-getter, man. He will be ready. If he can play, he'll be out there, right? So if we could get him out week 1, week 2, that's huge. Texans week 1, Jacksonville week 2. If we could go 2-0 against division opponents, I mean, that would set us up for the year. We're not playing catch up like we do, as it seems, year after year. So that would be amazing if we could get Shaq Leonard out there week 1. Just a couple stats. I mean, we know Shaq is just the guy when it comes to this Colts defense. But I mean, just a couple stats, right? So solo tackles last year, 81, tied for 21st. But these are my 2 favorite here. He's first in the league with 4 interceptions, and my personal favorite with the forced fumbles. He's first in the league with 7 forced fumbles. I'm expecting that to go up this year. He's not dealing with, these lingering injuries. Obviously, with something as critical as a back injury, you find, it's not like riding a bike, right? You got to kind of relearn everything. So I hope he takes these, this week, maybe, next 2 weeks, really getting in game shape. Again, we're not waiting till week 4 to start this process. So if he could start that now, which it looks like today, that's, fantastic news. I mean, I'm optimistic he could be ready week 1, but in realistic sense, he, probably going to come out at the season opener against the Chiefs. So big news out of Colts Nation today. So I really would like to hear your feedback. So let me know in the comments. Let me know kind of what you're thinking on timeline, what you've heard on the sideline. So thanks for tuning in for the second episode of Tossin Horseshoes. So till next time.